to begin with.
Round one.
It's 4 bars play.
Fight.
It's 4-3. Okay. It do be. He's gonna have to play on it. Ooh, flash. Speed test. True. Man, that was my JFSR. That's what you gotta watch out for in this matchup. So you have to have sequences that beat Flash, basically. And you have to know the sequences that lose to Flash. You don't know that, you're gonna have a difficult time in this matchup. Buff Nobbies in crossplay. Well, crossplay is a little bit more difficult, but you can buff the lobbies, no problem. That's really easy. A lot easier than crossplay, because alam ko crossplay you have to get the licenses and whatnot. Which is more on the hard side. And there's money involved, etc, etc, etc. At least for lobbies, you just pay your coders and then you're done, right? For the crossplay, you have to get the agreements in first, and then the coders, etc, etc, etc. So it's a longer process in it of itself.
Round 3. Fight.
So will this be an increased win streak or not? Against the golden Yoshimitsu. Oh, that worked. Back 3 dapat. That was launch punishable and I missed it. Ah, you can't avoid that. Not on hit. On block pwede. D3. Aha! That's right, we haven't played in a long time, no? So, a lot of my old cheese should work. Voice chat and rank? No. Please don't add that. I don't want to hear my opponent at all. If I want to hear my opponent, I'll go to locals. Or I'll join what do you call it? An FB chat, FB group, Discord group, etc. Discord server. And then go to the voice chats there. But I don't want to hear a random opponent at all. Nope. And knowing how it is, the nature of online, you probably don't want that to even exist. Is there a prize? Well, no, not really. Well, there is a sort of a prize, but it's not really a prize. 2, 3. Oh, am I dead? Almost. Now I'm dead. Truly possessed there was Ultimation. Plus frames. Flash? Oh, okay, we're done with that Flash business. It's time to go to the DF2. The safe DF2 stuff. I'll get up again. That's okay. I'll get up again. Where's the wall standing 3? Those were wall standing 3s. Yeah, so it works vice versa as well, right? You don't know my cheese and I don't know yours. Because it's been such a long time since. It's like even if you put like an emoji system or a sticker system, I know players are gonna abuse that. Easy. And it's gonna get annoying really fast. So imagine you can say Doria in the lobby. Then as soon as you enter the lobby, someone's gonna spam it immediately. They're gonna see you're gonna hear Kazuya, Devil Jin, or Heihachi shouting Doria over and over again. Doria, Hashi, etc, 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 right? Oh yeah! Da! Like, it's gonna be annoying. So I'd rather pass on it. Ooh. I don't have a t-shirt. I don't have the logistics to make it happen. I don't. I just don't.
Fight.
Whoa, 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 whoa. FF3. Cheesekeeper. Okay. Just stay on the floor, gang. I miss you. It's been a while since I've played. Stay on the floor, gang. DF2. Bawal. No plus frames. Okay lang. I don't need to communicate with the opponent at all. I really don't. I just want to play the game. Of course, it makes it difficult to like add a player because they have to add you back, but I'm okay with that process. I mean, for PS3, Xbox, you could easily just send them a message then, eh? Or a friend request. That to me, at the very minimum, would be okay. But it's how Steam's set up, so you're gonna have to live with how Steam's set up. Ooh. Now D4. I mean, you can just send a friend request naman on Steam eh. If they accept it, then you have a chance to make a new friend, right? Ooh. Mali. But yeah, fighting's the best way to communicate. I'll be able to tell naman eh. Like, you can tell when your opponent's annoyed, when your opponent's trolling or whatnot. Just all based off the way they play. Or like how they're responding to how you're playing, like with your adjustments, right? Rafael loves that kind of cheese. This is why I swapped out of Hwoarang when playing against you. In a sword sweep, you use your low crush, right? Everything else is knowing when to get up and knowing when to challenge and spacing out Yoshi. We still run that classic setup up to today. It is a reliable piece of cheese for Yoshimitsu. These two. Of course, they're not gonna be talking. They're playing a tournament set. The only time you'll talk to each other is in between sets. The only time. And usually that's for like stage picks or like when controller malfunctions and whatnot. That's about it.
Round 2. Fight.
No, that's a completely different level, Joshua. And how many people are gonna hit that level? Not that many. Again, your competitive group is already tiny in itself. It's probably, if you say, it made 9 million sales, right? That means 80 million of those sales are from your casual player base, and then 10 million of those sales, well, that is a big number, which I don't think is the actual number, is from your competitive group. For discussion's sake only, which means you only have how many players out of the how many players, right? Whoa, that lag. 99 MS, but it feels a little bit more than that. Wow, it really feels heavy. What happened there? I guess we're consistently at 3 bars. It is what it is. Online gaming. You know what you signed up for. Wow, it's getting heavier and heavier. What happened? The rollback frames is just going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It can't make up its mind. It legit can't make up its mind. Oh, it's getting worse. 163? Is that 163? Am I reading it right? 183. Wow. So our ISPs are just not compatible at all, huh? They're just not. That's the one thing I hope in Tekken 8 they make better. Even if 2 players have different ISPs, they should be able to connect. Like, I think before, back in Season 1, Globe had the best connection with everyone. And then as the seasons went along, it became single-handedly the worst ISP to play Tekken on. Because the amount of people you could connect to was small. So your player base in it of itself becomes tiny. Which is, you know, not a good thing. I missed that. ELDT so far is still the best one to be on out of all the other ISPs.
Round 1. Fight.
DF2. Woo! Oh, you know that. Or that was at the spur of the moment, perhaps. That plus 10 trade is worth it. DF3? But that was not RFF DF3. There you go. Thank you. Wow, the second hit connected. Is it because you were spinning? No idea. Again, if you'd like to reserve a slot for this Sunday's Dojang exhibitions, feel free to let me know in the comments. Again, that's towards the right side of the screen for PC, laptop, and at the bottom for mobile. Or join the Cheese HQ. Again, Discord link over at the stream overview and react or reply to everyone's favorite Discord notification. Or slide into this Facebook page's DM saying you'd like to have a slot. Ooh. Okay. Using the wall crush mechanic. Ultimation's been successful 2 times, and in those 2 times, I got hit by an unblockable. DF4. Okay. d4. Keep you in check. Keep you in check. Keep you in check. Woo! There you go. You got your wish, Joshua.
Round 3.
Throughout the cheese. Ooh, down 3-4. Was not natural. Okay. Okay, that could have been. That could have spelled danger for me by a lot. Evo missed. Unfortunately, unable to not to get English. It's hard. 1, 2, 3. The wall's right there, right? Oh, okay, never mind. This is the flash one, right? Okay, but no HP. It's the same time. Is this your first time here, Joshua? I think so. I would guess so. So the streams are every Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday, all of which are 8 to 11 in the evening, Philippine time. Sometimes they go even longer, depending on what time I start. So tonight I started at around 8:50, 8:40. So tonight's stream will go as long as 12:30 in the morning or 1 o'clock in the morning, depending on who's available to play tonight. It's the same thing for Dojang exhibitions. Yeah, the mental damage, right? Exactly. I won't be able to match you up with someone of similar skill. Or I won't, it's not guaranteed. Or like the probability isn't high enough. But after your first set in Dojang exhibitions, I usually am able to, depending on which players lined up, to make it similar in skill, whether slightly higher or slightly lower, or equal. Oh, standing 4-4. Ah, thank you. You rushed it. So we're here on last day on Earth. I'm not gonna incur Negan's wrath. No, I won't. Negan has a bat. And its name is Lucille. Very thirsty. Because it's a vampire bat. Ooh. I never react to sword speed. I usually don't. Ooh. Was that the unblockable? The wall crush setup? On block? It seems fun. Yes, it is.
Round 3.
I guess. Well, there are some players who have exclusively played in Dojang exhibitions and vice versa. Like exclusively in Cheese Dojang. And then there are other players who have played in both. So you can take your pick which one you want to play in, right? Well, until I see your gameplay, Joshua, I can't confirm that even if you say it. Because I've had a handful of players here in Cheese Dojang saying, oh, please go easy on me and whatnot. Oh, I'm not good at the game. And then they start playing, their execution's on point. They have this, they have that. Basically, they undersell themselves. They downplayed themselves just like their character. I was like, what? Yeah, you remember, you were there for Road to Omega, right? It's like, no, I forgot. In my heart, you are Ryujin. You're not allowed to become a Tekken God Omega. True, I didn't want to become one. 1, 2. But it shouldn't be closer, right? The higher my rank is, that means the more of an advantage I have, right? In quotation mark. So it shouldn't be close. No, but you were there when I hit Tekken God, right? Down 3-4. +1 on block is RFS DF4. I guess the only other FGC news I have aside from Manila Madness is that the devs of the PCX2 and the RC PCS3, I think I said that wrong though. Basta the PS3 and PS2 emulators, right? Have now functional, well, playable online for Tekken 5, Tekken Tag 1, and Tekken 6. So according to the players who played on it, there's still lag and stuff like that, but it works. So which means it's just going to continue to get optimized and probably add rollback in the future. Something like that. So if you want to play those games against another player, online you can. It's definitely possible now.
Round
So
3.
you don't have to go to a local
Fight.
and bring your laptop or PC to emulate it, or like get the original copy on a PS2 or PS3 to play it, or head to an arcade, right? And usually for us, I don't think we have a Tekken 5 or a Tekken... Well, we still have Tekken 6 arcades. I know we have Tekken 5 arcades as well. You just have to find them. But the most common one to find is always a Tag 1 arcade. Like you go to a Tom's World, you're always gonna find out what do you call that? Tekken Tag 1 arcade. Easy. DF1? DF1 plus 2? Ooh, DF2. Yeah, I mean, so it's not perfect, but it's functional. And that's the most important part. It's functional. So after a long time, you can now play online for those games.
Round 1.
Oh yeah.
Fight.
That's why you have to, what do you call that? Call them the mechanics. And they're like, of course, they don't necessarily really want to fix it. It's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. You just gotta force them to, right? Like, I'm gonna put money in the machine, man. You guys are gonna earn. Just fix the lever, please. I think I remember I went to a Tom's World in... Where was it? South Mall. SM South Mall. I think one of the buttons wasn't working, so we called the mech over. Just to have it fixed. I think we played like 50 plus games or something like that. That was a long time ago. I think that was like 2018. The one time I was in South Mall. For whatever reason. Oh no, I remember why I was there. It was a family event. The place they wanted to eat at was in South Mall. So we just got it fixed, no problem.
Fight.
They earned a lot of... They earned good money off us. But I think, but more or less, I'm reading the whole comment right now. I mean, what you put in chat. You're basically saying to main Feng because it's getting a little bit difficult for Steve. I don't know. That's on you, dude. I don't know where you're at it with Steve. But yeah, hold on. I'll get back to it. Like, I'll be able to give you a full answer after this game. But just going off the rough TLDR. You only swap to a character once you're willing to really make that change. And are you only swapping to Feng because, what do you call this? He's strong? He's gonna get nerfed, you know?
KO.
He's next on the list.
Round 3.
It's a question of how long he'll remain, what do you call that? Well, technically, they just have to nerf his damage, then he'll be fine. He'll be back to what he normally was. Because they gave him way too much damage this time around. Is it really Feng that you have to go over to? From Steve? There's like other characters you can explore, right? They don't pay me enough to fix this. True. One. The wall's right over there. Ooh. I'm in danger. 28 seconds. Alright, jackknife for 45 damage since they nerfed it. Used to be 50 damage. Looking for a big counter hit is Ultimation. Surprise! Surprise! I can't. I don't have enough cheese.
You lose.
No devs. No devs. Feng has been naturally. You can stay on both characters. It obviously means a couple of things. Number one, there's something easier on Feng for you. Or maybe it's just a change of pace, right? Like being able to play a different character, different perspective. Like you don't have preconceived ways to play the character and whatnot. Or it's a lot easier because it's like that, right? With Steve, he's like, I've always been doing it like this, like that. Maybe the stuff you learned from Feng, you can carry it over to Steve, right? And that might be able to get you out of red to ruler ranks. Because making the switch is it's a big deal actually. Because I swapped from Jin to Hwoarang in Tekken 7. I was a Jin main before. And I had probably the same problem you had. I was stuck at around certain ranks. But Hwoarang wasn't doing as better than my Jin. But I just felt I needed a change because I was burnt out from playing too much Jin already. And I wasn't getting any better with the character. So there's a good number of factors to consider before, fully swapping. Like once you can answer all those questions, that's when you do the swap. Or not do the swap. But in the meantime, before you can answer any of those questions, I think it's a good idea to just keep both characters. and then just see how it goes and play it by ear. Oh wow, really? DF1 plus 2? That wasn't even DF1 plus 2, it's DF2. He's steadily ranking up with Jack. That's the classic, the FF1 down back one. It's a reliable game plan. The issue is just timing because there's barely any variation to it, right? 1, 2, 3. And I guess a basic Feng is a lot easier to play than a basic Steve. Give or take? I don't think so. They should be similar in regards to ease of use. Back one. Oh, now you're at Seiryu, beautiful. From Vindicator. Flash. Flash. Okay. Oh, that's set point already. And good games to Ultimation. Good games.